Okay, my name is JD. Okay, born and brought up in
What
Maharashtra.
is the full form of JD?
J for jungle and D for dangerous.
Is it?
Ma'am, it is our first conversation, I think. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
You are.
So, would you mind? Would you mind to introduce yourself?
No, no. I. Why would I mind? All right. So I love to introduce myself. My name is Anju Trivedi, and basically I hail from UP Lucknow, but currently reside in Pune, Maharashtra. By profession, I am an electronics engineer, but these days I'm not working anywhere. I quit my job and I'm home just taking care of my kids. Apart from it, I run two YouTube channel where I do upload English grammar content. And
Okay.
if I talk about my hobbies, so whenever I get my leisure time, so I just love to watch movies and listen to songs. So this is a snapshot about me. Feel free to ask me anything.
Okay, you just mentioned that you are currently reside in Maharashtra, right?
Pune, yeah.
Pune. Okay, so did you learn Marathi language?
Actually, a little bit, I just try to understand it, but it's very hard to speak.
Okay.
So I'm not
Okay. It
able
will
to
be
speak it,
difficult.
but little bit I can understand. Yeah.
Nowadays, there is like a social media trend is going on in real. Okay, if you want to live in Maharashtra, you have to speak Marathi. I see, like I don't want to offend anyone, but I have seen so many such
Hmm.
types of videos on social media.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, this is not a reality. Yeah, of course. Before moving to Pune, we were in Chennai for 4 years.
Okay.
So you can see if you are in South India. So
Mhm.
at that time, you don't have any other option. Either you can speak English or Tamil. There is
Tamil.
no another option because very few people they understand Hindi. Otherwise, yeah, you are compelled to speak English or just Tamil. There is no
Okay.
another option. But
So you
here
okay.
in Maharashtra, there is no such type of compulsion because I think everyone knows Hindi. Very, I mean, they are
Okay.
good at it. Hmm.
Yeah. Hindi is our like could say like national language, right? So I think most of the
Exactly.
states speaks.
Hmm.
Apart from like Tamil, or you could say Kerala, right? So if
Hmm.
you go in south,
Hmm.
so they will not prefer to
Yeah.
speak in Hindi language. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
so you
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
to have your
Yes.
common language. That could be English because people speak English everywhere, right? So if you learn
Yeah.
the language, could be very beneficial, especially if you're traveling, right?
Exactly. Exactly. No doubt.
Okay.
Mhm.
So do you have
So
any
may I
plan?
know?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
May
Okay,
I know about yourself?
okay. My name is JD. Okay, born and brought up in
What
Maharashtra.
is the full form of JD?
J for jungle and D for dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
See, the
Just
name
tell
has been
me.
given. Yeah, the name has been given by the people. Okay, the people means my friends. Okay, they thought my original name is up to date. Okay, because now generation very well they like to give you short names. Okay, short form names.
So
So they have given this name.
what is the meaning of JD?
Yeah, that's see. There is no particular meaning, but they started to call me like Jaggadaku, like a J for jungle and D for like that kind of character.
Oh
So after
my
that, I
God. And what's
decided
your real name? What is your
a real
real
name.
name?
I'm sorry for that. Like I don't want to share it because it has been like 5 years. Honestly, I'm not
Oh my.
mentioning my real name. Okay, very few times sometimes because if suppose if you
Oh.
come to visit me here like as a friend and if you ask
Hmm.
like where is this particular person, so nobody going to recognize my name by that. But if you say okay JD, okay, so everybody knows.
Oh. So
Yeah.
you are famous. I mean, you are known by
Famous.
JD.
No, famous means like see like when you talk about like particular name. Okay, so in our area there are so many Amit or in a particular name, right? So you're going to get
Hmm.
confused. But if you have any very unique name, then people will
Hmm.
recognize you because the name should be
Hmm.
catchy, right? So you know, okay, that's a guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay.
So, ma'am,
So
how
yes,
I mean, in how many how long have you been staying living in Maharashtra?
actually, in the month of September 2023,
Okay.
we moved from Chennai to
Okay.
Pune.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah.
And what are the pros and cons about living in Maharashtra? Because you have moved a lot of around in India, right? So, what do you
Mm.
think about what are the pros and cons of living in Maharashtra in Pune?
Mm. Yeah, biggest cons I would like to say first. Actually, as I mentioned to you, I hail from the UP, and
Okay.
my parental home is in Kanpur, and my in-laws is in Lucknow. Okay,
Okay.
so it's approx 1400 kilometer far from Pune to Lucknow. Okay,
Okay.
and if I talk about travel, so it's been 1 year we haven't visited our hometown. Why?
Okay.
Because from Pune to Lucknow, only one train is there, and the train is only twice in a week. Okay, twice in a week.
Mhm.
So it's very hard to book your ticket. It's very hard to. And I mean, yeah, if you want travel by flight, so of course, it's sometimes it's not possible to just travel. You just take flight. So this is the biggest cons for us that we are not often. I mean, we are not able to visit our hometown whenever I want. We are not able to. Okay, so biggest cons I would like to say this, and if I talk about pros, so there are lots of things. I mean, neat and clean city. People
Okay.
are very decent. Less pollution. Everywhere you can find easily greenery and all.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, there are, I mean, several pros, I would like to say.
Mhm. Have you ever visited any monumental place in Maharashtra? Like, you know,
Mm.
there are so
Not
many places when you talk about Shivaji Maharaj or, other heroes like a freedom fighter, you could say. So there are so many places.
Mhm.
Have you visited such a place?
Have no, I think we haven't yet, but yeah, in future we are planning to visit.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any
Mm.
question for me?
Yeah, actually you haven't fully introduced yourself.
I said like, okay, okay. I introduce. What do you want? You can ask me any question. I can reply.
No, actually you just told me your name. You are JD, and I don't
Okay.
know anything about you. So
Okay. I
if you
completed
don't,
my intermediate education. Okay. I completed my intermediate education. Then I dropped out of college. Okay. Recently, I have started my online spoken English classes where I, you know, find the students, especially when you talk about rural area, students do not have any speaking partner, right? So they can do practice in front of the mirror or, they watch bunch of videos. But, unless you're not going to find any speaking partner, your communication is not going to improve, am I right?
mm,
So I provide them spoken English classes. That's all about me.
okay. In as well, or you are on, I mean, in,
Sorry, I didn't get it because voice is lagging right now. Could you repeat that question again?
I'm asking that additionally you are studying. I mean, you completing your education academic, or you have completed it and now you are running your spoken classes.
I said, I dropped out of my college. I
You
said that.
dropped out.
Okay. I completed my
Oh.
intermediate education. Okay. And then I dropped out of college. Okay. And I
Mm-hmm.
worked and ever since I was working in here and there. But recently I have started my soft spoken English classes where I teach
Mm-hmm.
students how to speak. Okay. And this kind
Okay.
of stuff I'm doing there, especially
Okay.
students who are belongs to rural area.
All right. Okay. So JD, if you don't have any objection, may I ask what was the reason to drop out your college?
Actually, I wasn't a good student, to be honest with you. Okay, and I wasn't interested to study further because my friends, at that time, kind of bunking class all the time. So it had like bad impression on me. And I thought, why am I wasting my time here? It's because I wanted to make money at that time as well. Okay, so I dropped out of college because I didn't see the future. See, if you do not have any
Hmm.
guidance, at that time, when you were studying in 12th
Hmm.
standard, 11th standard, if you don't have any guidance, then
Hmm.
you can take wrong paths.
Hmm.
Okay, but
Yeah.
now the generation is, you have to have a particular skill so you can monetize that skill later on in your life, right? It is extremely important. Like
Exactly.
education is everywhere right now. You can see each and
Hmm.
every people are,
Hmm.
if there is a two job, 1,000, 2,000 people wanting that particular job. Am I right? So competition is too high. So
Hmm.
you require particular skill.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So you have
Hmm.
to have very good at particular thing, like whether you are communicator or whether you have any particular skill, carpenter or
Hmm.
So if you are good at
Hmm.
it, people are going to recognize your work. That I believe.
Hmm. Okay. So when did you realize that qualification is very important? I mean, it will plays significant role in everyone's life. When did you
If
realize
you want
this?
if you want to work in any MNC company, okay, prestigious company, then they will ask you, okay, this sort of thing
Hmm.
like a graduation degree. And this. But if you most of the company will not ask. If I'm talking about
Hmm.
sales agency, they will not ask you. They just want to, they
Hmm.
want from you that you have
Fulfill
a
their target. Hmm.
communication skill and just complete your target or whatever they given to you. Okay, for example, call
Hmm.
center. If you want to work in a call center, they will provide you 25 to 30,000 rupees if you have
Hmm.
good communication, right? So
Hmm.
nowadays, most of the company depending on the communication skills only. They don't want to, at least, even they were gonna ask your qualification. But yeah, if you want to be doctor engineer, then you require degree.
Hmm. But actually, I'm sorry to say, but I don't agree with you to a large extent.
Yes, like so particularly businessman don't require right degree if you want to start your something on your own. If you entrepreneurship,
Yeah,
then
I mean,
you don't
if
require.
you want to set up your own, so I think you can say if you
Mhm.
have experience, then yeah, it would work. But if you are going to work somewhere, so that time actually I think qualification plays a
That,
significant
that,
role. This is my
that's why
perception.
that's why I mentioned like if you want to work in a prestigious company, okay, very well known company,
Hmm. Yeah.
then they will ask you.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I have seen
Hmm.
so many my friends right now they started start of their own businesses, okay, and right now they are
Hmm.
started to earn like 1 lakh 80,000 rupees, 60,000
Hmm.
rupees because they have their own business. Their qualification is only ninth
Hmm.
standard, 10th standard, okay, but they learn how to communicate with
Hmm.
how to do business, right?
They have developed their skill.
Skills are important. That's exactly I'm trying to
Hmm.
point out here. Like
Hmm.
skills is very important.
Hmm.
People are
Hmm.
ready to give you money if you have particular skills in you, product with you, right?
Hmm. Also, yes. Yeah. Mhm.
So, ma'am, do you have any bucket list? What are the things on your bucket
About
list right now?
about
Anything like you want to travel or you want to do this year, next year. Things are on your bucket list. I'm asking. What are the things you have on your
actually,
bucket list?
I'm the person who don't do this much. I mean, I never ever made plan for 2 year or 3 years. I'm just the person who enjoy my present life. And actually nowadays my priority is just brush up my English communication language. And second, actually I want to resume my job. So these are two things on my bucket list.
Okay, okay. And how long have you been learning the language? How long?
Though it's been year, but I wasn't consistent. I mean, I left practice for for 6 months, but now
Okay.
I just, I mean, now I thought I would consistent and I would, give time to this practice and all.
Yeah. So why have you decided that communication skill is especially for you is very important? What are the reason? What is the purpose you're learning the language? Because people have different.
It
Some
is.
people. Huh?
Yeah, continue, continue. Go for it.
Like some people have, just want to crack the job interview. Somebody just want to show off the language, or somebody just love the language, right? They feel confidence.
Mm.
So what are the your
Mm.
reasons?
Actually, both, I think all of, I consider all of them because I love this language. Why? Because whenever I speak in English, so significantly it boosts my confidence. Okay.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Yeah,
for
I
my
agree.
career, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
for my
The
career,
confidence
I
will be there.
know how it is significant for me. I know the importance of this, you know, it and whether it is in spoken. So for everything, I need this language up to the mark for my
Okay.
spoken and as well as in my written portion. I know the importance of language. And these days, apart from your career, the society wherever you live. So I think it's also very crucial to speak this language because these days, this language catches edges that if doesn't matter how proficient you are in your particular subject. I mean, as I was working with automotive sector, so yeah, profit. I mean, um, the importance in your technical background. It was different matter, but how good are you in your speaking portion? I mean, communication. It's very crucial if you are working somewhere. So yes, spoken English, communication English. I mean, you should be a good communicator as well. This is my perception.
Okay, so you mean that the amount of fluency you have, the amount of respect, hierarchy you're going to have at your job, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because whenever you are called and you are asked to just give actually I was looking after quality management system, and
Okay.
often I used to attend customer and all, and I had to communicate with them. Okay, most of I mean, somewhere they were foreigner, and sometime they were higher positions of other companies, I mean our customers. So it was very crucial to communicate with them, and if you are not good enough in this field, so that time, of course, you have to go through imbalance and all. So this is very crucial.
Have you ever faced that embarrassment situation when you try to speak in English?
Yeah, yeah. I faced because actually, one we faced it. We would attend our customer, and they were from USA, and
Okay.
I had to, just get them visit throughout the plant and made them understand how we are working for their particular project. And that time
Okay.
I was not good enough, and I used to speak in broken English. So that time, actually, whenever you are in front of, native speaker, so many time I had to say, sorry, pardon me, sorry, come again. I didn't get you. So that time you face this type of problem if you are not good enough. And you will have to face many problems. I mean, you are not able to understand their accent and the pitch because sometimes they speak very fast and you are not able to catch them. So yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Ma'am, I'm really sorry to say that like my time is up right now. I have to go. Okay.
All right,
But
no
it has
problem.
been very informative conversation. Okay. It is very fruitful conversation. I have learned so many things from you. And I hopefully
Thank you.
in the future we will connect soon. Okay. Bye for now, ma'am.
Likewise, likewise. Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.